but I do feel like in your small spaces, you are able to make such a huge impact. So, how do you decide when you are working in such a small space what to bring in to not overwhelm it?
It's funny. I'm actually a believer, and also because I've always lived for the most part in small apartments. Like I'm doing
Mhm.
this at home. It's a large alcove studio, which like it's large by New York standards. And then if like we were sitting at RisaCon and I was showing people a floor plan, they would like just be shocked.
So, like,
That
how many square feet?
in total, it's maybe 400 square feet.
Okay.
And so, I'm actually more of a believer of, in these small spaces, you often need really big, impactful pieces. And so it's about scale and proportion. And, there's a way to make things look really rich and luxurious and impactful with using the right large scale, whether it's
Mhm.
art, rugs. We recently did like an entry level apartment that the way the living room was configured, we were able to put like a 144-inch sofa that typically goes in like a giant loft, but it worked and it made this small apartment feel massive. And it was also like the idea was, look, like this is a first apartment for someone. They're going to want to entertain. They're going to
Mhm.
want their friends. But they're probably going to be young. Like they're not going to do a table for six people in a one bedroom. So let's do a table for four people, but seating for 6 to 8 so that they can imagine like having a huge party. So it's like this counterintuitive intuition. Like sometimes
Mhm.
you go completely against the rules, and other things are scaled in proportion to a one bedroom, or just the understanding that the audience who's going to buy this apartment, like I said, like they're probably not going to be hosting formal dinner parties in their apartment because they're never home, they're
Right.
always working, they're always out. But to be able to have 6, 8, 10 friends hanging out watching a movie on a rainy Sunday, that's a different story.